So GOVC football is finally back. Indianapolis coming off a 9-2 campaign in 2019, 6-1 mark in the GOVC. The Hawks improving their win total once again. They were 5-6, 2-5 in conference play. Indianapolis a 59-19 victory the last time these two teams played, but it was close in the first half. QU made it a game early, but then Indianapolis took over in the second half. They'll be without T.J. Edwards, of course, losing him to graduation, the star quarterback, all-time GOVC passing leader, and holds all kinds of conference records. Over 100 career passing touchdowns, over 10,000 career yards. He's no longer the quarterback, so we'll see a new quarterback for both teams as their seniors depart for graduation. Just about ready to get underway here at QU Stadium. It'll be Brian Mullins to kick off for Indianapolis. Paul Sullivan back deep to return for QU. And the left-footed Mullins will send it away, and we are underway from QU Stadium as that ball goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the Hawks will bring it out to their own 25 to get things started, and a new quarterback for the first time since 2018, Tion Harris, leading his offense out onto the field. Played in 5 games as a freshman back in 2018, threw for just over 800 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, about a 50% completion percentage before Andrew Runn took over, and he gets the start here this afternoon. Absolutely perfect day, right around 70 degrees at kickoff. Busy day of sports here at both QU stadiums. Baseball will be in action shortly after this ball game. Absolutely gorgeous day, and the Hawks will start on offense from their own 25. For the first time since September of 2018, somebody other than Andrew Runn takes a snap. First play is a pass. Harris throwing out to his right. That pass was deflected. He was looking for Paul Sullivan, and it falls incomplete. The Hawks return just 3 of their top 8 receivers from 2019. Paul Sullivan being one of them. He will serve as the primary target for Tion Harris. Jalen Griffin in the backfield getting the start at running back, the sophomore. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Hawks after that incompletion. This Indianapolis defense gave up about 17 points a game in 2019. One of the top defenses and top offenses in the country. Very experienced group. 2nd down snap. Harris on play action will take it himself. Out to the 30, a gain of 5 on 2nd down for Harris. So he gets half of those 10 yards and makes it 3rd and manageable. That's the dual threat capability of Harris out of St. John Vianney High School. He can sling it, but he can also run it. New offensive coordinator for the Hawks this year as well, Caleb Bogart, with the departure of Keith Bearfield. So life without Andrew Runn and life without Keith Bearfield here in 2021. This offense set all kinds of offensive records, school records, 12 of them to be exact. On 3rd down, Harris on play action over the middle. He's got his tight end for a 1st down. That's Adam Hillis. Gain of 9 out to the 39. And the Hawks convert on their first 3rd down. Confident throw there from Harris across the middle to his big tight end, Adam Hillis, who stands about 6'5". Will likely be a prominent feature in this offense, especially with A.J. Harden and Bo Kafka dealing with some injuries. 2 of the Hawks' top targets coming into 2021, but they are both out, so Adam Hillis, the tight end, will likely be a prominent feature in this offense this afternoon. On 1st down, Harris from an empty set, looking for another tight end. And a completion to Hans Wisniewski, 2nd tight end, along with Adam Hillis. Hawks like to run those 2 tight end sets. Not quite the fast-paced up-tempo offense we saw in 2019 that set 12 school records. You never saw this. You never saw them huddle. It was 5 or 6 seconds between each play, and they were snapping it. One game ran almost 100 plays. But with that also comes a lack of time of possession. They possess the ball for just 25 minutes a game, and Tion Harris will have to call timeout as the play clock approaches 0. So 2nd and 2, 2nd and a short 2, about 1.5 yards to go. So the Hawks will call their first timeout. This Hawks team, 5-6 in 2019, improving their win total every season under head coach Gary Bass in his 4th full season as the head man. For the Greyhounds, Chris Keevers in his 2nd season as head coach, a longtime assistant, spent a quarter-century as an assistant for Indianapolis, and a 9-1 regular season and the 6th postseason appearance in 8 seasons in his first campaign as the head coach. He mans the sideline for the Greyhounds, and his defense facing a 2nd and short after a 9-yard completion to Hans Wisniewski. So a couple completions to the tight ends so far, Adam Hillis and Hans Wisniewski. Blake Husky in motion. They'll give it to him, and he's out across midfield, and another Hawks first down. Little jet sweep action there for Blake Husky. So he gets the carry from the wide receiver position, gain of 3. They only needed 1. That's good for a first down. And the Hawks are on the right side of the 50. So a 3-yard gain for Husky on 2nd down, and another fresh set of downs for the Hawks. 3 wide receivers. And a free play coming here. Harris going deep for Sullivan down the sideline. It's incomplete, but they're going to get a free 5 yards as the Greyhounds jumped off sides. Looked like Jacob Jones was the guilty party there. The D tackle from London, Ohio. So a free 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 5 from the 44. So the Hawks will try to get on 1st down, this time with half the yardage necessary. The one run play was a handoff to the receiver, Blake Husky. Play action. Harris over the middle, and a nice catch. Over the middle made there by Garrett Drew. Another Hawks first down, their 3rd of this drive. And this offense is looking solid here on this opening possession. They're inside the 30. So Garrett Drew, the freshman from right here in Quincy High School, gets his first collegiate reception. And it's a big one, a first down, gain of 15. 4 receivers, 2 on each side. Harris will throw again, and he's wrapped up in the backfield. First sack for the Greyhounds. Kiave Guerriere picking up the sack, the outside linebacker. This Greyhounds team gave up just 23 points in first quarters in 2019. In 11 games, the Hawks scored 82 points in opening quarters. 2nd and 14 here. Harris will just throw it into the ground. So a 3rd and long coming here. This end of the field, you'll be kicking into the wind. It's kind of a side wind, if you will, coming out of the southwest. Going from the far corner of the stadium to the other. So 3rd and 15 coming here, 3rd and long. See if they try to get all of it here or set up a 4th and manageable. Michael Klotz has a decent leg, but kicking into the wind would be interesting from this distance. 3rd and 15. Harris rolls to his right. He's being pressured. He throws for Husky. Jump ball incomplete. No flag. Mike Brown there on the coverage. And now decision time on fourth down. This is kind of that in-between area. Michael Klotz handling the kicking and punting duties. Looks like the offense is going to stay out there. Here we go on fourth down. Harris with the play clock at 5. Some movement. Both sides pointing. Looks like it's going to be a false start. So now this probably makes this decision a little bit easier. But the offense is going to stay out there. Nope, now they'll send out the punting unit. Trying to get 5 extra yards, make it a little easier on fourth down, but they'll send out the punting unit, Michael Klotz, the left-footed kicker. Davion Bell back around his 10-yard line. Hawks picked up 3 first downs on that drive, but it stalls in UIndy territory, and Klotz, short kick, lands at about the 15, gets a nice roll, and it's going to go down inside the 5, so a pretty good punt there from Klotz of 35 yards, and he pins UIndy inside their own 5-yard line. And now the UIndy offense will have a long field to deal with, and Bryce Stancomb starting today at quarterback for the Greyhounds. His first career start came against these Hawks, threw for almost 400 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was the only game the Hawks have won since UIndy joined the GLVC back in 2012. The Greyhounds 7-1 against these Hawks, that lone win coming back in 2016, which was Stancomb's first career start. Getting the start today, the redshirt senior. Sat out last season to retain his eligibility to become the starter once TJ Edwards departed. And his first snap is a run up the middle. And gain of a couple of yards there. That give was to Chris Payne. Chris Payne and Toriano Clinton likely to split some carries here for the Greyhounds with Al McKellar not playing. Stancomb in the shotgun on 2nd and 8 from their own 6. Good punt by Michael Klotz, has him pinned. Stancomb will throw for the first time, going long, but it's a bit too far there for Frank Bentley. Big play, wide receiver. Bentley 7 catches in 2019 for 157 yards, about 22 yards per catch. Big play target on the outside at 6'3", 200 pounds. So now the first third down, and if the Hawks can get a stop here, they'll have some pretty good field position. 3rd and 8. Under 10 to play here in the first quarter. First offensive possession for the Greyhounds. It's a run. Trying to break some tackles is Jaquan Buchanan, and he's short of the first down by about 3 yards. Nice extra effort to get 5, but he comes up short, and a 3 and out on the Greyhounds' first possession. So now the Hawks could potentially have it on the plus side of the 50 as the limited crowd, a few hundred fans allowed in the stadium, give their QU defense a nice round of applause. Indianapolis gains just 7 yards on that first possession and a 3 and out. Brian Mullins, the left-footed punter, will boot it away to Paul Sullivan. Gets a pretty good Greyhounds bounce and will go inside the 40. And the Hawks will take over at their own 34.